Absolutely beautiful in forest today, and it's been warm. It's just starting to drop off a little bit now. We're going to get camp set up as soon as possible, get ready for night. Well, we've got a good few hours yet though, but what a beautiful place. And Billy's going to be on lead all the time in here. He's going to be on his long lead because it's full of wildlife. Yep, I've seen about 4 hares already just walking through forest in amongst the bluebells. Beautiful. Deer, pheasants, all sorts. So he'd be going blooming nuts. Yeah, especially when you can't keep your eye on him when you're building camp and setting up and doing some bits and pieces. So he's going to be fastened up, but what a beautiful place. Anyway, stick with us and let's get our camp together. We're on a small pack today, but it's still a bit fresh at night, so I've still got my same sleeping bag that I'll use 4 seasons all year round. So I've got a Snug Pack Elite 3 in there, which is quite a sizable bag. So you know, with this little pack, if I was on my jungle pack, my jungle sleeping bag for summer, you'd easy fit it in. But as it is, like I say, they're quite a size. And we've got some sleeping gear for Billy in there. So this is Billy's as well. Mine's inside. This mat's Billy's to insulate in front ground. But other than that, we're alright with small pack today. Travelling relatively light. I like to bring my axe. It's always a bit of weight, but I love my forest axe. So I'll show you the tools I've got with me today, and I'll show you what sort of project we're going to get up to. So a very simple setup for tonight. So I've got pegs in ground, I've got this side pitched up, very simple 3x3 DD torque, pitched across the apex, back end pegged down, front end raised. This side's nice and tight, this side's a little bit slack in a way. I've used what I've got tree wise, but it's just this could do with coming out a little bit tighter, but I might peg it down, it might be alright. I could do the same setup on the other side like that, but it's just easy to fasten it to that tree. But I'll see how weather's doing, yeah. But it's going to do the job, that. And the benefit of this is it's quite a mild sort of night. I've got a decent sleeping bag. I love to be able to see out into the forest. There's nothing better than sleeping under a tarp. It's 100% my favourite way of spending time in the forest. So I can lie under there. It's as if I'm just under the canopy within reason. I've got a nice open space. You get a lot of deer around here. You get a lot of hares like I've mentioned. So it's fantastic to wake up during the night in the early hours, just open your eyes and see what's about. Yeah, so spot on with that job. So we've just got that up perfectly, really. Perfect timing, really. You can probably hear rain coming down now on top. But tools I've got with me today. I've got my Silky. Yeah, my Silky Gone Boy. Absolutely fantastic bit of kit. I've got my Hultifers 19-inch Forest Act. Another Forest Act. I said Act then. Another fantastic bit of kit. Yeah, really love these 2 bits of kit. And then my final bit of kit, I've got my Morris Felt Plastron. Oh, I tell a lie, that's not my final bit of kit. So I've got that, another beautiful bit of kit that I love. In fact, the last time I was in this forest, I did a review on this knife. I'll put a link above, if I remember, I usually forget. But I'll put a link above to that vid with a review of this classical knife. So 3 pieces of kit, and then my last bit of kit. Yep, I've got my old school sack. Well, I say old school, it's old school for me because I've had it a long time. This is a fantastic knife for bushcraft projects and for living out. And I could be out here just with this today and do alright for what I'm going to do. But it's handy to have these other tools, it makes life easier in camp. And if you like using your tools, it's great to bring them out with you. So that's my kit for tonight, tool wise. shove that away. Should never leave your tools unsheathed around camp, especially with a dog. So other than that, kit wise for tonight, I've got a bag of food for me and Billy, and a wooden spoon I probably carved about 11-12 years ago. Pathfinder mug and bottle set, that's going to be my cooking kit. I've got a small fire kit. I could have probably done without bringing that. A ferro rod would have done in this forest. Got a lighter, whatever. And then it's just sleeping kit really. I've got another bottle of water. I've got head torch. I've got sleeping bag, roll mat. I've got a little bit of extra clothing, hat, gloves. I've got Billy's dish. I've got a little bit of something for Billy to sleep in. I have an old jacket, one of my old insulated jackets that packs up into its own pocket, so I'll bring that for Billy in the sort of warmer. He has sheepskin for in winter, and then that for when it starts getting a bit warmer, and obviously his little padding to insulate him from the ground. Yeah, and Bob's your uncle. We're ready to rock and roll. Little bit of cordage. Got the 5 C's covered there. We've got the cover. We've got with containers. We've got with cutting tools. We've got with cordage, and we've got with combustion. So we're right. I have inches on my axe, so it makes it easy to measure. Halfway here. Yeah, pretty much spot on. So I've got them now, so I can use them to measure this one. Right, I want a cross piece across the top. Splay my legs out enough, and I'm going to put a cross piece across the top. So I'm going to measure where I want them, about there. I'm going to have to cut out a notch. Yep, a notch there. And the same at this side, a notch either side, so 2 notches to sit this in. The best way of doing these is just do a row of them about the same depth. Doesn't matter if they're not exactly. Now this is going to be a quick table that's going to take, I'll have it done in half an hour max. So we're going to make with notches like that. Simply get your knife, pop your knife in, pop them out. And that's the good thing with having a strong knife like this, a good bushcraft knife. Yep, that's nice and thick, and you can just pop it in and just prise them, boom, and they pop out. Yep, if you had a thinner knife, you'd be a little bit worried about that, but there's always ways. You just, however your tools work, yeah? Get to know your tools. Simple as that. So once you've cut your notches out, yeah, your piece to sit in there, yeah, you can have it as wide as you want, depends how wide you want your table to be. Yep, I'm going to go for about that wide. I'm going to leave a little bit on the other side because it helps to lash it in. Yep, so I'm going to make some opposing notches now on this one. It's round at the minute, but I just want it to sit in there a bit cleaner so it's not going to slide side by side. So I'll just mark out where my notches are going to be. Yep, and then I can, these at the same sizes either side, so I can just flip them over. Yep, put this side at this side. There, and then exactly the same thing. Cut a row of them and pop them out with a knife. Once you've done that, slot them into place, one into each other, and lash them in. Yep, I'm using a Canadian jam knot here. You can use any sort of lash you want, but these are not a bad way of starting it, and it's a dead simple knot to do. Pull that through there, and this is just the way I'm just going to start it off. Just tighten it down with that Canadian jam knot, boom, and then I'm going to lash it in. I'm on the second one now. There's a hare, and it's just pottering round camp, 50 metres, not even 50 metres away, 25, 30 metres away. It's walking round camp, it's doing billies, nutting. You want to see him, he's like on high alert. So now I've got my two frames like this. Yep, and I fastened it on this side with me. I now want another piece on the other side. Yep, slightly lower. You'll have seen this design a few times. It's used quite a lot in bushcraft. It's a great little trapping mechanism, and I've used it in loads of my bushcraft projects. If you look back through my stuff, you'll see it used when I'm making chairs, when I'm making hoists for cutting wood, etc. So hoists, etc. But this is going to fasten on that back side, same principle as that front side. I'm going to fasten one on there, and it's going to be made to trap the tabletop. I'll show you what I mean. It sticks in place. Put that in here. The other end. That's trap that. Let's trap. Pull that out. Pull that. That in. Got that one trapped. That one trapped. Pull these out. The beginnings of a very simple, easy to make camp table. Put the rest of my slats in here and we're laughing. So that's basically a quick table, you know, 20 minutes, half an hour of a job, you know, depending how nice you want to get it. You could spend a few hours on it and have it absolutely mint and beautiful. Take it home and put it in front room, have your morning coffee on it. Be nice, won't it? Yeah, store your bushcraft books underneath it. But yeah, it's a cool bit of kit and it's dead simple. Like I say, if you took your time, you could get it absolutely mint. I've just done a quick job just to show the basic structure of it, the basic way it goes together. Very simple, very quick, great way of doing it. You could do it without cordage, you could do it pinning it with dowels, etc. There's loads of ways you could do it. You could do it splitting bigger logs down so you've got bigger planks. You can do some great jobs of it. You can do a really mint job, a really nice job if you wanted. We've done 25 minutes, half an hour of a job. Rattled it off. Well, it's knocking on now, my belly's starting to rumble. I think before long we're going to be cranking a fire up. Now before I spark my fire up, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit. So I don't do a lot of reviews as a rule, but I've been given quite a bit of kit lately, and I've been given some really good bits of kit. So, you know, I've got to review them. I mean, I won't accept stuff if it's just shit, you know, your typical shit off Amazon. Do you know what I mean? I ain't going to accept it. I don't want a garage full of crap, you know what I mean? Even if I can hand it over to other people, I don't want loads of rubbish. I want the right kit that works. But I was sent 2 head torches, yeah, and so I gave one to my lad to try, and I've had one for a month myself, and I've been hammering it. I mean, I must have done, I've had 13 or 14 nights outside at least this month anyway, and I've used it on every single one of them, and it's become my favourite torch. But when you look at this selection, I've not had a lot of torches. These are all the torches I've ever had since I was old enough to pay for my own torches. So since I started buying my own stuff at like 17 or whatever and going on adventures, so you're looking at I don't know, 37 years ago, 30 odd years ago, I've been buying my own stuff, and this is the first torch I got, which I've still got. So you'll remember these, the old Petzl, yeah, fantastic, with the big battery in the back, and it was a great torch back in its day. But compared to nowadays, hellfire, nothing. But it will still do the job. You know, I've had the old, I've had the black diamonds, which are always a good backup torch in my pack. I've had the Petzl Tikkas. I've got 2 of these actually. I've got another one of these. So these live in different rucksacks. Yeah, which are a good little torch. You know, a nice little torch. You know, can work yourself through the different strengths of beams, etc. And they're alright. I've got an Alp kit one, which has been my main one as a rule. A little bit heavy with a battery on back, but it's a beast of a torch. Bangs out some serious light. Great for map reading at night up in the mountains, where you can actually see around you. You can actually see the mountain tops around you. You know what I mean? It opens everything up. It's a great torch, but relatively heavy. But I get to the point. This is what I was sent. Yeah. And they just sent me 2 of them to use, and they've not badgered me to review them. I could have got away without doing it, but I'd like to just, yeah, because they're a good bit of kit. And I'm not sure how much money they are. I bet they're only 20 odd quid or something, I don't know. But it's a little sunblesser torch, and why I like it is it's so blooming small and neat. It's a rechargeable one. There's the charger cable, there's the torch, and it's tiny, but it blasts out a decent amount of light. Yep, adjustable. They're just, you know, for your beam light up and down, etc. Just a dead simple, dead easy. It doesn't look anything fancy, but it's that light. It fits nice on your head. You don't even know it's there. It's adjusted for my hat at the minute, so it needs tightening up, but you don't even know it's there. And it does. It's great. For a round camp, like I said, all this month on all my camps, this is the only thing I've used. I've used it caving as well. You know, I'll probably use my big one as my main torch. This is my backup round my neck caving. But it's been a cracking little bit of kit. And I mean, I don't know the technical things of it, how many lumens it's got. I've not read into it that much, but I'm just saying that's what I've been using. A little sun blesser, and you'll probably see it later on when it gets dark. But it's been a good bit of kit. And yeah, it's waterproof. It's got a little rubber grommet over the charging port, so you won't want to go swimming in it or anything. But I mean, if it's lashing down, it's raining, you're in the cave and it's all running off top of cave onto your helmet and your head, it does the job. 2 lights on it. Yep. Also has a red light, has a strobe light, has the emergency beacon where it's flashing. It's got 3 settings, so low light, medium light, and then it gives out a decent bit of light, a bit of a decent blast. I was playing manhunt with it other week on this week on a Duke of Edinburgh silver expedition with all kids in woods at night at dark, and it lit the place up. Yeah, so a great little bit of kit. So yeah, just wanted to tell you about that. Anyway, right, I think we're going to get this set up and we'll get this fire going before long, because I'm hungry and I know Billy's hungry. 10 to 7. We've not had any scran yet, have we, Billy? So well, till it gets dark, but let's get a bit of scran on. Cheers. Tea time. Billy's just having his tea over there. Don't know if you can hear the deer barking. Yeah, probably know we're here. We'll be able to smell the smoke as well. One barking down there, I can just see it. Fantastic time of night. Everything's silent. The forest has dropped silent. All the birds are roosting now. Everything's crashed out for a few hours until dawn. Every now and then things liven up a little bit, but as a rule it's silent. Hardly any wind either. What a beautiful night. I can just hear farm animals in the distance around the edge of the forest. They are sheep and some cows in the distance, young bullocks. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Crossed my mind to put a little bit of music on. I don't really listen to music when I'm in woods. Well, I put a little bit on my last camp and I quite enjoyed it for 20 minutes. Thought I'd try it. But yeah, I'll just listen to the fire. Amazing. About 5:20 in the morning, and the woods are absolutely alive with bird song. Beautiful. First brew at day. Don't need a big fire, just enough to make this brew, eh, and chill out for a bit. We had a good few showers during the night. Good few rain showers. Didn't we, Billy? Eh? Didn't we? We did. Yeah. Billy woke me up a few times during the night, sticking his tongue in my mouth or up my nose. Didn't you? Eh? Didn't you, Billy? Eh? Eh? You're a daft dog. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Isn't it? Eh? Always beautiful waking up in forest. When I opened my sleeping bag and I got out, and there were 2 deer just about, I don't know, 30 metres if that, 20 metres down there. Just walking along the edge of the camp. Fantastic place. Hey, good boy, ain't you? Hey. Yeah, it was a quality night last night. Absolutely brilliant. But I tell you what, talking about head torches, I never needed to use it last night. Never needed to use it. I must have used it for about 30 seconds in total, just to get a couple of bits out my pack and that. But I could have got away without using it. That's it this time of year. My light till best part of 9:30. Yeah. Yeah, we love it, don't we? Eh? Absolutely love it. Nah, no, I don't have to say it. I know you're all well drilled, you lot, but usual script, leave no trace. So, no sign of a fire pit there, nothing. We're right. Stripped down my table, etc. We've just got a little bit of dry leaves down there from where I led last night under tape. Other than that, you wouldn't know we'd been here. Hey, thanks for joining us on that overnighter. I hope that little tip for making camp furniture and especially tables and chairs and stuff like that, just by trapping like that with those little the way you build the end pieces, etc. I hope that comes in handy for you sometime. But if you've not done it, try it. But it's a great way, a great simple way of making furniture and stuff like that. You'll have seen the bushcraft chair that everyone makes, and it's very similar to that. But yeah, but what a fantastic night in forest. Absolutely beautiful. The smell down here is incredible. You can see wild garlic everywhere. So yeah, beautiful. Loved it as always. Anyhow, aren't we, Billy? Yeah. So for me and Billy, look after yourselves, and we'll catch you again real soon. See you ladies. Ta-ra.